Hello, this video is part 2 of graphing piecewise functions. In part 1, we learned that piecewise functions are basically where you graph more than one function in the same coordinate plane, and you only want part of the domain, therefore part of the function is not included. You will see this again. So we will start by looking at this problem has 3. The first one is y equals negative x minus 4. This is a linear function, therefore we are able to find the slope m. That's the number in front of the x. In this case, it's a negative 1. I will make it a fraction so that I know to go rise over run. And we have the y-intercept. In this case, it's negative 4. We also have a domain restriction. This right here is called the domain restriction. It lets us know that we only want part of the graph. The restriction in this case, it's saying at negative 2, we will have a break in the line, so I will make a line. This line is not part of the graph, but it just helps us graph the piecewise function. So let's start by putting the negative 4, that's the y-intercept, right here. Then we also have the slope is negative 1, that means I go down 1, 1 to the right. So down 1, 1 to the right, down 1, 1 to the right, and so on, keep doing that. We also move to the left. Instead of down and to the right, we go up and to the left, up and to the left, up and to the left, and keep going with that pattern. Now, at this point, you can either draw the line and then remove the part that you don't like, or wait to find out which part you like. I will do the second. So here we're saying that we only want numbers that are less than negative 2. Less would be an open circle because it falls into this category right here. So at this line, I will make an open circle. I'll make it bigger so that it stands out and you can see it better. And I only want everything to the left. So the green section will be right here. Now I need to draw a line, starting here and going through all those points. That would be the first equation. I don't want the other points because those are to the right. Those would be bigger than negative 2. Therefore, I'm erasing them. Second line, we'll repeat the process. It's this one right here. Y equals negative 1/2 x. I'll write the information here. This is also linear. M is equal to negative 1 over 2. I don't have to make this a fraction. It already is. Then we have the y-intercept. I don't see a number by itself. What's the y-intercept? 0. I will go to 0. And now this is down 1, 2 to the right. Going the opposite way, I go up 1, 2 to the left, up 1, 2 to the left. So the line has been graphed. Now I have to find the breaks in the line. So here I'm looking at negative 2 and 2. I already have a break, that's a purple line, at negative 2. Therefore, I will make one at positive 2. Again, this is not part of the graph. It just helps us determine which section we want. So we are looking at, if you look at the picture, we have anything that is between negative 2 and 2. So it has to be in between those two lines. Both of the symbols are less than or equal. Right here, that means they are closed circles. I'm going to make them a little bit bigger to emphasize them. Anything outside of those two lines I do not want. Therefore, I'll be erasing. And last step, I will be connecting the points. So that's the blue section. We have now the orange section would be the last one. And this one is y equals negative 1. Whenever you don't have an x, the slope is 0. Therefore, this is just a horizontal line at negative 1. I will go to negative 1, and it will be all the points there. So it will be a straight line right there. Now, the domain says that we only want numbers that are bigger than 2, so it would be on the far right. I will connect them with the straight line. So I only want these ones right here. Anything in between, it's erased. And because this is a greater than, this has to be an open circle. And this is the piecewise function graph.